Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to do the 12 movies I have seen in theaters twice. Some of these movies came out in the 2000s, some came out in the 2010s, any of those. I want to show you all when I saw these movies twice in theaters and the days I see them in theaters twice. I may not remember all, but I am doing my best to remember when I saw them in theaters. This is not a ranking or a timeline I saw these films in theaters twice because I just want to make it differently while I present this video. While I present this video, I will say the first time I saw this in theaters and the second time I saw this in theaters, just to let you all know, to warn you all. I just want you all to know that. It's just, there are times I saw films twice in theaters. Anyways, let's begin the 12 movies I have seen twice in theaters. Number 12 is Monsters, Inc. I don't remember seeing this movie in theaters because I was very, very young. I was 2 years old when this movie came out. I was told that I saw this movie in theaters twice by my parents because my dad took me to see it in theaters the first time. We left to the part where I didn't want to see. The second time, my whole family got to see it in theaters and I gave it another shot. That is all that I remember seeing Monsters, Inc. twice in theaters. Number 11 is Toy Story 3. I remember seeing this movie at the drive-in and in Cinema Movies 5. I was seeing this movie at the drive-in with my parents and my sister the first time. The second time I saw this movie in theaters is at Cinema Movies 5 with my whole family. My parents, my brother, my sister, my grandparents, my aunties, and my uncles. I was very happy that I saw this one in theaters because I wanted to surprise the rest of my family members what was happening in the film. So, number 10 is Over the Hedge. Okay, I don't remember what month I saw this movie in theaters, but it was around 2006. I think I remember seeing this movie in theaters with my parents and siblings the first time, and I think I saw this movie in theaters again with my family and some friends. I was in elementary school when this movie came out. I even forgot that I saw this one in theaters twice until now. Number 9 is Night at the Museum: Battle of the Smithsonian. I was with my parents and my siblings when we saw this movie twice in theaters. The first time we saw this movie in theaters is in the Regal movies in Natomas. It was after which movies we want to see in theaters. It was between this movie or Up. The second time we saw this in theaters is at the drive-in. We watched it again after Up. Number 8 is Up. My parents, my siblings, and I saw this movie twice at the drive-in. In 2009, we went to see this movie at the drive-in before watching Night at the Museum: Battle of the Smithsonian. My sister and I were sitting in the tailgate of my mom's truck while my parents and my brother were in the truck. The second time my family and I saw this movie at the drive-in is after we saw Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince the second time. It was after I turned 10. Well, they both were in different screens, not in the same one. After Harry Potter 6 was Bruno. Up was after Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs. Number 7 is Inside Out. The first time I saw this movie in theaters is in Davis with my siblings, my Auntie Melissa, and my Uncle Josh. I saw it the day after it came out in theaters, which I was happy about because I didn't want to miss it during the summer of 2015. The second time I saw this movie in theaters is at the Cinema Movies 5 with my siblings, my grandparents. It was the day Ant-Man came out in theaters and a few days after I turned 16. Number 6 is Brave. I was in middle school when this movie came out. In June 2012, I wanted to see it in theaters badly, but I needed help with getting my schoolwork done while I was in summer school. In July of 2012, I was happy to see it in theaters twice. The first time I saw this movie in theaters is on my 13th birthday. I saw it at the Cinema Movies 5 with my parents and my siblings. The second time I saw this movie again is at the drive-in. I was with my mom, my brother, and my sister when we saw Brave again at the drive-in. It was after we saw Ice Age 4 Continental Drift. My dad was working at a pizza place while my mom, my siblings, and I saw Ice Age 4 and Brave at the drive-in. Number 5 is the Lego Movie. I was in my freshman year in high school when I saw this movie twice in theaters at the Cinema Movies 5 with my siblings in the beginning of 2014, sorry. On February 9, 2014, my siblings and I took the yellow bus to the Cinema Movies 5 and we saw the Lego Movie there before taking the yellow bus back home. There was a lot of people who wanted to see that film in theaters. I was happy to see it in theaters as well. On March 2nd, 2014, I saw this movie again with my siblings and we again took the YOLO bus to the cinemas before taking it back home. Number 4 is Rio. I was a big fan of this movie because it was made by the creators of Ice Age, which was Blue Sky Animated Studios, RIP Blue Sky. The first time I saw this movie in theaters is in Davis. I saw it with my mom, my auntie Melissa, and my sister. I was very happy to see it in theaters. The second time I saw it again in theaters is at the drive-in. I was with my parents and my siblings. I wanted to see it again because of the characters and what it was about. Number 3 is Iron Man 2. I know a lot of people hate this movie, probably because of Ivan Vanko, I don't know, or should I say Whiplash. The first time I saw this movie in theaters is with my parents and my siblings at the Regal Theaters in Natomas. The second time I saw this movie in theaters is at the State Theaters in Woodland with my parents while my siblings saw The Last Airbender in theaters. The State Theater was back when it was small, now it is big. I saw this movie in theaters twice in the year 2010. Number 2 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I am very glad I saw this movie in theaters because I wanted to know what was happening in the film closely. I saw this movie in theaters twice at the Cinema Movies 5. The first time I saw this movie in theaters, the first time is with my siblings and my mom on May 6, 2017, a day after it came out in theaters. My dad was sick that day. The second time I saw this movie in theaters, again, is with both of my parents on May 9th, 2017. My dad was feeling better that day. And the number 1 is Avengers Endgame. I am happy that I saw this one in theaters as well because I was really looking forward for this one during 2019. I saw this movie in theaters twice at the State Theaters. The first time I saw this movie in theaters is with my sister on May 3, 2019. Because Tuesdays is like $5 to see movies in theaters. On May 7th, 2019, I saw this movie again in theaters with my parents, my siblings, and my auntie Melissa. I also love remembering seeing this movie twice in theaters. It was good times. And that was it for the 12 movies I have seen twice in theaters. Post a comment, subscribe, ring a bell for notification. And what are the films that you saw twice in theaters? I will make more videos soon, so bye.